let's now jump in and create some animations for the order detail screen. Before I do, Control S, just so that I can save our project. So what I want is to jump into the design tab, hold my Alt key and make two copies. So like this, and maybe you can locate where this one was, if you can align it with it like so. And so create one more copy down below like so. Make sure they are the same height. And for this one, what we want is to select card 2, card 3 and align them to the top with the card 1 like so. And the card 1, we are going to hide it so it's not going to be visible. And we want to update the order detail because we removed it from cart. So what I want is to locate my calculator, and it's 2429 plus 98, and it's going to be 2527 now. So like this, 2527, because the price updated because we removed one item from the cart. So what we want right here is to remove this Oslo house chair from here. So I simply want to remove it like so, and double click 0 on my keyboard to lower the opacity to 0. And what I want right now is to try and animate them. So I will go to prototype, I will click on this card, drag it down to here, and what I want is drag, auto animate, easing ease out, and let's see how that looks like. So hit play, drag it like so, and as you can see, it removed it from this screen. Now what we want from this screen to down is we want to animate the entire screen. So just click on the name of the artboard, click right here, drag it down. What we want is time, because when we dragged it right here, we want to wait a bit and then go right here to this screen. So delay, what we want is maybe 1 second. Auto animate is the action, ease out is the easing, duration is 0.3 seconds. And finally, what we want is click right here, proceed to payment, go to this screen. So tap, because the background is the same, we want to use the tap, auto animate maybe, and payment. And just let's see how that looks like. So click on this first one, click play. So when I removed it, let go, it will wait 1 second and then move these two up into position. And as you can see, total has updated as well. So just hit play one more time, see how that looks like. So pay attention to the total, it's 2651. And when I do right here, and as you can see, total updated right here. And now we have just these two items in the cart. One more thing, we could design this function. So when you click on the arrow and you can choose, so for example 2 pieces, 4 pieces, 5 pieces, something like that, the price will update right here in the total. But we're not going to do this because the client was more interested about how this is going to work. So once again, click right here, hit play, and as you can see, drag, remove them, total updated, proceed to payment, and as you can see, we are now on the payment screen. And let's quickly just make the adjustments on the payment screen as well. So click right here, and maybe we want to jump into the design tab and make a quick copy. So move it down below like so, because what we want is to remove these drop shadows from the first screen. So on the credit card, you can choose BG and simply hide the shadow. Do the same for the PayPal. So card BG, remove the shadow. And right here on the second one, we want to remove the shadow from the PayPal because the client wants to pay by the card. So here is how that looks like. Prototype, once you are here, you can select the arrow and go back here. So tap, instead of auto animate, we will choose transition. Instead of the dissolve, slide right, because we want to go back to this screen. And what we want, so we want to update the total, but maybe we want them to go, either give them the option to go from this screen or to go from this third screen. So in case or if you choose to go from this third screen and just have 2 items, you want to update the price, but I just want to make them like so. So maybe I can click right here, drag it from here, tap, auto animate, ease out, so that's fine. And finally we want to choose the card and then jump back to here, and this card is selected, make a payment, and what we want is for them to go back to the home screen, for example. So it's going to be transition, dissolve, ease out, and duration is going to be 1 second because we want to wait a bit before we do that. And finally, one final change is to this button, because they cannot select it before they selected their payment method. So it's going to look the same as these other buttons that we designed before. So finally, let's see how our animation looks like. So let's jump in from order details, click right here to hit play, proceed to payment. We are here, so the price is the same. As you can see, they cannot click make a payment before they make a selection. So when you click right here, this background shadow will appear, and now they can make a payment. They can click right here, and when they paid, it can take them back to the home screen. Now, one final thing that we want to do is click right here. You can propose a time trigger between this and this, so you can create another copy of this screen, making go from here to here using time trigger, and then from it back to home screen using this dissolve selection. And maybe we want to make it a bit bigger, so 2 seconds, see how that looks like. So when you're here, I can hit play, hit make a payment, and as you can see, 2 seconds takes for it to go back to this screen. So it's really easy, it's really simple. As you can see, just make those changes. And I just want to quickly check this. So ease out, duration, maybe it's 1 second, and just check that out, see how that looks like. So when they click on the card, it takes 1 second for this background shadow to appear. Maybe you can even create a frame around this card just to indicate a bit better than it's selected, but I think this background shadow works quite well with our overall design. So in the final video, we are going to jump into store locations and the menu, and I'm going to show you those bits as well. So I'll see you there.